My name's Dr. Rachel Zoffness. I'm a pain psychologist in Berkeley, California, and I'm the author of the Chronic Pain and Illness Workbook for teens. For a really long time, we thought that pain was biomedical, meaning it was just tissue damage or system dysfunction. A lot of adults with chronic pain have been put on opioids for their pain because, again, back in the day, we were all taught that pain was biomedical and a biomedical problem requires a biomedical solution. But we now know that pain is not biomedical, it's biopsychosocial. And if you ignore the psychosocial piece, and if you ignore coping strategies or how you're managing your pain, you're ignoring 2/3 of the biopsychosocial model. So what we know now from research is that opioids for long-term chronic pain have zero evidence of effectiveness, and research also suggests that opioids can sensitize the brain, so making pain feel even worse over time. But what we now know about pain is that it's biopsychosocial, and what that means is there's 3 components of pain that we need to target in order to get well, and those include, of course, the biology of your pain, and that's a lot of things. That's genetics and hormones and injury and disease pathology. But it's also the psychosocial piece. And under the psychology domain, we have what are your thoughts about your pain? Because your cerebral cortex processes pain, and it's important to think about that because it can turn up your pain dial. So if you're thinking things like, I'll never get better, of course you're going to be depressed and anxious, and of course your pain dial is going to be turned up. Under the psychological domain, we also have emotions. So if you're panicking or depressed or really angry, that will also turn up your pain dial. And on top of it, we have coping behaviors. So how are you managing your pain and responding to your pain? A lot of kids that I see are doing the thing that's really normal. It's part of your fight or flight response. You go into hiding. So you stop going to school and you stop seeing your friends and you stop your sports and your hobbies because you think that's what you're supposed to do to protect your body, because pain, again, is your body's danger signal or your warning signal. So you think you're doing what you're supposed to do for your pain. But what we know is that that coping actually makes pain feel worse over time, not better. And if we ignore that part of the model, we're not going to sufficiently treat your pain. We also have the social domain, and by that I mean a lot of kids are isolating and they're not spending time with friends, and actually having a community when you're in pain is very important, because when you're not around people, stress hormones go up, and also when you're with people, level of endogenous opiates, so opiates that your brain self-produces, go up. So when you're with people, your mood goes up, your level of endogenous opiates go up, and you actually feel better when you have a community and when you have support. So all parts of the model are really important when we talk about treating pain.